Hey guys, welcome to RTV Coco. This is me, Coco. Today we are making seafood Cajun Alfredo pasta, and what that includes is bell peppers, mushrooms, shrimp, scallops, and then we are also making the sauce from scratch. Alright guys, you're going to want to make your pasta noodles beforehand just to save you some time. I made mine from scratch, so I used the egg and flour and the olive oil. If you want to see how to do that whole process, I have a video that's already out. It's called 1 Hour Homemade Pasta. Watch that and learn how to make you some fresh made noodles. If you don't want to do that, you can just go to the store and buy you some noodles out the box. I usually use Ronzoni brand, but if you don't have that, you can just use whatever's in your pantry. So we're going to begin with the garlic and olive oil, and then I'm going to put my scallops in, and then after that I'll take out the scallops and we'll put in the shrimp. I don't want to put them both in at the same time because I don't want to overcrowd it in the pot. So I'm going to start with my olive oil. It's like a tablespoon or two. I just kind of pour it in there until I think it's enough. Do my garlic. This is minced garlic. I don't really chop garlic. I think it's a waste if you have a container already. So we're gonna let that heat up. Put my scallops in. I have 10 pieces of scallop. I don't usually use a lot of scallop because they're big and expensive, so I don't buy a lot. So we'll let that cook for a few minutes, and I'm gonna wash my pot. All right, I washed my pot because I'm gonna use that same bowl for my scallops and my shrimp once I take it out, and I didn't want raw seafood juices getting mixed in with the cooked food. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna start on my sauce, and I'm using regular cream, Parmesan, cream cheese, and some garlic powder. Usually in Alfredo sauce you use heavy whipping cream, but I bought regular whipping cream. So I'm going to use some flour in the beginning to help thicken that up. This one was open. All right, so I'm gonna flip my scallops over with, what am I gonna use? Scallops don't take long to cook. So it's like probably 3-4 minutes on each side. Needs a few more minutes to cook, and then I'll put my shrimp in. I'll take these out, put that in that bowl, and then we'll keep it going. Few more minutes. They turn a different color. You don't want them to turn like, they start off white and then they kind of turn opaque. And if they turn like brown, then you cooked it too long. Stop playing with it. My sauce cooking. Since it's regular cream, it's gonna take a little longer to thicken up. So I highly recommend heavy cream, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to put my shrimp in. I just throw these bad boys in. There's no particular order. So shrimp usually takes about 6 to 7 minutes to cook. I don't really, generally don't time it, but if you needed to, that would be the time, 6 to 8 minutes. And so once it's cooked, you'll see that it turns pink. These are clearly not ready yet because I just put them in, but they will turn pink. And once they get that bright pink color, you kind of want to take them out because they can overcook very easily. When it starts to boil, I'll put my cream cheese in and my Parmesan cheese, but it's not boiling yet, so we'll give it some time. That's exactly what'll happen. Okay, my shrimp is all done. It's nice and pink. And again, once you see the color, it's nice and vibrant, you want to go ahead and take it out so that way it doesn't overcook and become gummy. Or not gummy, it's like dry and chewy, just a flavor you don't want. I didn't do too much seasoning to my shrimp or my scallops because my sauce is what's going to have most of the flavor. But you can add seasoning if you want to, if you have a specific thing like Italian seasoning or just like some salt and pepper, you can do whatever, but I don't personally. I'm going to drain some of this oil because I'm getting ready to put my veggies in and I don't want it to get soggy, so I'm going to pour some of it out. That's really hot. Brand new pot and it doesn't hold heat well, guys. It's crazy. Slide all of these in. I'm putting in my bell peppers, red, orange, and my mushrooms. I'm not doing the spinach because I don't want them to wilt too early. I want to put them in with the sauce once it's done. Stir these. I guess I'll put a little salt on this just because they're vegetables. I don't really like plain unseasoned veggies. So a little salt. Do some garlic powder. I have garlic in there still from before, but we're gonna add some powder too. And we'll let that cook. Check on my sauce. I don't know, it fooled me. It was just the top coat. Getting tender. I kind of cut the bell peppers a little bigger than usual, so I might take a few of them out. We'll see. But you can cut them smaller, you can dice them, chop them, or just slice them like I did. There we go. So I'm gonna put my cream cheese and my Parmesan cheese in it. The whole thing. This is like half a stick, one package of cream cheese. So I'm gonna put that in there, chop it up, and I'll probably add some more flour. The flour is just as thick as you want it to be. You can do this in soups, you can do this and just about any cream sauce. I do it with my clam chowder if I want that to be thicker. I add more flour and it'll thicken it right on up. Okay, my veggies are done, and like I said, I chopped my bell peppers a little bigger than usual, so I'm going to take some of them out because I don't want them to overpower my dish here. But my mushrooms are a nice size. I like my mushrooms. All right, so I'm just going to put these back in with the veggies because everything is done. My fire is on low. You can really turn it off because everything is cooked already. Cheese is melted inside, so I'm going to pour in my Parmesan cheese. And then this is just a matter of stirring and seasoning. So I have salt, garlic powder, my Cajun seasoning. This is the best Cajun seasoning in the world. I don't know how I found this, but yeah, McCormick Cajun seasoning, I swear by it. Yep. They're both Parmesan. Not too much, because Parmesan is already salty, so you don't need that much salt. Garlic powder, that's probably a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. We're gonna save this to the end because I want to make sure that everything else is right. Some pepper. If you don't want to go through all this trouble, again, Bertolli is the one. They have different flavors. They have the garlic one. They have one that already has mushrooms in it, which is the reason that I started putting mushrooms in it, because I bought that one by accident. And I realized they had mushrooms in it, but I liked it, so I started doing extra mushrooms in it. So yeah, if you don't want to make your pasta from scratch, don't judge yourself. Just buy you some Bertolli or whatever favorite brand you want to use, and heat that bad boy up and you're good to go. Alright, so it's pretty much done. I'm just going to add my Cajun seasoning, and that's going to give it the color and the flavor of all the good Cajun stuff that you want. No, I didn't like that. We're going to start that over. Okay, so my sauce is done. I'm just going to add my Cajun seasoning in it. That'll give it the color and the flavor that I'm looking for. And then I'll pour everything on top of my shrimp, my scallops, bell peppers, and my mushrooms. And then I'll put the spinach in at the end, because again, spinach wilts very quickly, and I just want to throw that in at the end so that way it can kind of keep its firmness as much as possible. I'm gonna drain my juice. Okay, there's a little bit of juice in here from the veggies and the oil and just everything in there. So I'm gonna drain some of it because I don't want it to water down the sauce. But if you don't care, then you can just leave it in there. That's up to you. All right, so that's drained. I'm just gonna pour the sauce over, and then I'm gonna put my spinach in. Once you put your spinach in, you are really done. You stir it all up, and you can serve it on a plate. I used about 27 pieces of shrimp, and I had 10 scallops, and then I used a whole bell pepper, red and yellow, about 6 mushrooms chopped up, and that's it. We're gonna grab the pasta that we made earlier and plate it so that way we can put our noodles down and then our sauce on top and have ourselves a great little meal. Pick up my plate and be smart about it. Okay. Got my shrimp, my scallops, bell peppers, and spinach all in there. And a little more.